So for your practice, the first question you're going to do is one that's similar to what we did at the end of the lesson. So you are given a cost of a home price, so purchase price of $512,950. You're going to calculate 20% down payment. We're going to assume that it's a 20-year amortization at 3.25%. So you're going to go through and find all of those additional cost items just as we did in the example. So your first one will be down payment. Your second one will be those closing costs and et cetera, et cetera. And then you're going to check off, they're a one-time cost and then calculate the approximate amount. So you're going to fill in this whole chart here. For the next part, so you're going to calculate the total upfront one-time costs, also those total monthly costs, and determine the annual cost, okay? And then I would like you to find out how much the mortgage is per year and find out how much you end up paying in total and what the interest is as well. And I think those questions are on your sheet. They just didn't show up here on the PDF. The next part of our practice is to calculate some work or use the mortgage tables to calculate some mortgage work. So here's the first set of questions that you're going to be given. You're going to work through given different principles. So this first one I did for you. So you're given a principal amount. So this is again the loan amount of $310,000. Here's your interest rate and your amortization period. So remember, those two things, you'll look to the chart to find out what your multiplier will be. Okay, so again, you will divide your purchase price by 1,000. Then you'll multiply it from your chart to find out your mortgage payment. Then you're going to write your monthly mortgage payment. I want you to find the amount paid over the life of the loan. So in this case, because it's 20 years, we're going to multiply our monthly payment. We have the 12 months and 20 years. So in total, we'll be paying 430,552 and 80 cents. And then we can calculate the interest. Okay, so we take that amount that we paid, we subtract the mortgage amount, and then we get how much in interest we actually paid. The next few questions that I want you to do incorporate so there's one more step, and that's taking into consideration the down payment. So in the last one, we didn't have a down payment. So in this one, we start with a purchase price, and then we subtract that down payment to come up with the principal amount. Then everything else is still the same. We take a look at our interest rate, our amortization period. We use the chart to come up with our multiplier. So I take my principal, I divide it by 1,000, use my multiplier to come up with my monthly mortgage payment. Again, then I would multiply that by 12 and my amortization period to come up with how much I pay in total. And then I take my total amount that I paid, subtracted from my mortgage, and then that will give me my interest. Okay, and that's what you'll do for these examples. In the last set of questions, we add one more thing, and this is the calculation of the down payment. So again, on mine, oops, down payment, it has cut off the top, but on yours it should be there. So again, we start off with a purchase price, and here I'm giving you what that down payment is going to be. So in this case, we have a 10% down payment. We can calculate that. We subtract the down payment to get our principal. Then we take a look at our interest rate, our amortization. Then we look at the chart to get the multiplier. That will then allow us to calculate our monthly payment, and we can multiply that by 12, our 20-year amortization, and that'll be how much I pay minus the mortgage, amount, and that gives me my interest. Okay, so it's just building each time we do a new chart, we're just adding another feature on there. And if you have questions, you can feel free to email me and I can walk you through it or through another example.